folks, old STARMER there, he performs a U-turn. He says he's going to hold a national inquiry now about these grooming gangs that have sprouted up throughout the country in various towns and cities, and he's finally going to listen and do something about it. All a bit too little too late, if you ask me. Should have done it the moment he came into power. Absolutely weak leadership. Really, really weak. And hey, he's going to do something now, although it'll take it a while to get it moving. It's not really going to matter how long it takes because they've waited forever anyway. The most disappointing thing out of the whole thing isn't just Stam, it's the other one. Is it BADENOCH or whatever her name is? She's calling him for being a weak leader, crappy leadership, and saying, I've been calling for this since January. That's when she's been calling for it from. And I think, wait a minute. I think the first lot of trials started in 2010. That's 15 years ago now. I think the first reported cases of the grooming were about 15, 20 years previous to that. I think they were. Maybe not quite that old, but I think they were. They started going to court in 2010, 15 years ago, and they're going. There's a few per year. I believe there's 10 or 15 cases still waiting to go to trial now. Starmer's thinking, there's that many, there's that much, I better do something about it. But BADENOCH saying all this doesn't impress me at all. When all said and done over the last 10 or 15 years, since the first lot started to go to trial, how long of that time have the Conservatives been in power? I would guess it's most of that time, isn't it? I'm pretty sure it is, whether they've been in power on their own or as a coalition. Nothing got done under their watch, did it? Nothing at all. I don't think she should be shouting and crowing now. She might only got to power recently, but she shouldn't be shouting and crowing now about what the Labour Party are or aren't doing when her own party had chance to get this going years and years and years ago. And maybe, just maybe, put a stop to what's happening out there, because it's still happening now. It's not just the inquiry that it should be about. It should be the inquiry as well as stopping it in its tracks now. It should be absolutely stopped in its tracks. The police should be given much, much, much more power, which means much, much more money thrown at it, and they should stop it in every town and PIGGIN city throughout the country. I believe STARMER now is saying, well, it does look like now it's predominantly Pakistani men that are doing it, and they're doing it to white girls, and because of that, he wants an inquiry about Pakistani grooming gangs. Well, I'll tell you what, isn't it great that he's finally realised it? We realised it 15, 20 years ago. He's realising it now. Absolutely unbloody believable. You couldn't write it, you couldn't honestly, but you read it and you know it's the truth, and you just think, absolutely pigging crazy. But as I say, I'm not just going to blame Labour here. The Conservatives have to carry every bit as much as they can, or even more, to be honest with you. But the whole thing is just a joke. It really, really is. There's a lot of young girls up and down the country, many of them much older now, that aren't laughing, unfortunately.